What's up everyone, this is Kenny from HardwareZone, and today I want to show you a very interesting convertible notebook. Now if you want a convertible notebook tablet kind of device to do stuff like watching videos, web surfing and emails, the iPad Air and the Surface Pro 6 are fine for that job. But if you want something more powerful so that you can run professional level apps, or if you need something as accurate colors on the display, then you need a more powerful machine, and that's exactly what I have here. This is the new HP ZBook Studio x360, and it's a workstation class convertible notebook. Look, it even says mobile workstation down here. So let me tell you more about this convertible notebook and what makes it so special. First things first, this has a 15.6-inch display. It's actually pretty thin and light for what it is. It weighs about 2.2 kilos and it's about 20 millimeters thick. And once you consider all the functions that it has, it's actually quite okay. Well, since this is a workstation class machine, it is highly configurable. But this machine here has a base configuration, and what it has is a Core i7-8750H processor. That's a hexa-core processor, so it has 6 cores. It comes with 16 GB of RAM and 512 GB SSD. If you need more performance, this can be outfitted with a Core i9 processor or even a Xeon processor. As for memory, this has 16 GB as I said earlier, but if you need more, you can fit it with up to 64 GB. Okay, so the storage of this system is quite interesting. It has two M.2 slots, so you can fit up to 2 TB of SSD. And these 2 TB of SSD can be configured in either RAID 0 for more performance or RAID 1 for data redundancy. Okay, as for graphics, what you have inside is an NVIDIA Quadro GPU. So some of you might be wondering, so what's the difference between a Quadro GPU and the GeForce GPU that you find on many other notebooks out there? Well, the difference is that the Quadro GPUs are typically cherry-picked for higher performance, and they are also certified to work better with professional applications like AutoCAD. If you're running those kind of operations, you will get better performance on a Quadro GPU. Now, HP could have probably made this ZBook Studio x360 thinner, but if it did, it would have all the ports that it has. So what port does it have? Let's take a look on this side. Over here, we have two full-size USB 3.0 ports. This is a Kensington lock slot, power button. And on the other side, we have two USB-C ports which support Thunderbolt 3, and we have a HDMI 2.0 port. Here is your DC power jack, 3.5mm audio jack, and most crucially for photographers, full-size SD card slot. This looks like a normal 15-inch notebook, but it's actually a convertible notebook. So what I can do is this hinge rotates 360 degrees, which allows you to do this. So effectively converting the ZBook into a giant 50-inch tablet. Well, apart from using it as a tablet, you can also do this. That's pretty nice. It lets you get up close to the display. Now the 15-inch display is useful because it lets you see more. You have to squint to see what's on the screen. Okay, now let me talk a bit more about the display. As I said earlier, this is a 15.6-inch display. The resolution is 4K, and it also supports this Wacom AES pencil. Now this pen comes with the ZBook Studio x360, and it allows you to quickly take notes, or if you are an illustrator or designer, you can use it to illustrate and draw your stuff. This pen has 4096 levels of pressure sensitivity, and it feels really responsive and fluid to use. And one final thing about this 50-inch display that I think will appeal very much to photographers is that it has DreamColor technology. So what is DreamColor technology? Well, in a nutshell, what it does is that whatever you see on the screen here is going to be whatever you see in your print, so long as your designers and your print house use DreamColor technology. Okay, now to find out more, we're going to go to HP to speak to someone who's an expert on DreamColor. We're now here at the HP Customer Welcome Center to learn more about DreamColor. So let's go. Okay, we have Max here from HP to tell us more. So Max, can you tell us what exactly is DreamColor?
Well, DreamColor is the HP-owned technology that is designed for showcasing the broadest range of color gamut in an accessible price. And combined with workflow-specific functions, it allows users to increase productivity as well as project time to market for those users who does digital content creation.
Can you tell us how DreamColor works?
For a display to be DreamColor ready, several features are critical. For example, the ease of use during color calibration extremely large support for color gamuts, as well as the use of professional-grade IPS display panels. These are key features. And for professional colorists and photographers, these are features that they won't make do.
And finally, how can DreamColor benefit professionals?
Well, the combined features of the HP DreamColor display gave confidence and trust to users, especially in their project, that they can assure that their project is always consistent and accurate. And this has proven in many renowned film studios. In the likes of Animal Logic, the folks of DreamWorks, and Walt Disney, these are our key workstation DreamColor display customers.
And now that we have heard from Max, let's speak to a couple of our trial users who have been using the ZBook Studio x360 for the past month.
My first impression was that the laptop was very sturdy. I can feel that it's very premium, the laptop. And also, it was very fast, there was no lag. Everything ran very smoothly. I also do a bit of design, like the user interface design, and the Photoshop also ran very smoothly compared to the one I personally used. I think the laptop is very suitable for those designers, artists, and even videographers, photographers who need very graphic intensive laptop, a very powerful machine to run their software, to do the video editing, photo editing in a quicker way.
The first impressions was from afar actually, before I'd even held the device, were pretty strong and good. It's got some curb appeal. The aluminium shell and the case, it's got a clear, nice look about it. When you get to actually feel the device, then it's got some weight to it, to be honest. But then when you realize the specification and what's inside and the long battery life that it can offer, and that's before even opening up the device itself in one of its form factors, it makes a good first impression. Using the touch surface was very important to me because I've got when I'm doing a show, so I'm not just doing live visuals, but I also work in lasers as well. So I'm a licensed laser operator. So then plumbing in the light fixtures, the projectors, and then being able to switch between the two applications on the visual side and also on the lasers, and then being able to use the touchscreen to activate certain cues, actually made things very, very fun and interesting. We did a party at the SGH Medical Alumni. Situations as such in the show, the doors are open, the clients are in, people are out having fun. Your job and your position in front of house is to make sure that show carries on and keeps going. And this machine here stood the test of that show. It had no failure whatsoever. And that's pushing both the video content and also the laser content through it at the same time. Normally I'd run those two things separately. But I thought as I was part of this trial experience, I thought I'd give it a run for its money.
First of all, I was very impressed with how not just one feature, but all the features combined make it a very versatile workspace for creatives who are on the go, who are not just tied to a single workspace. They have the 360 hinge, which allows you to put the laptop in tent mode or in a dock mode if you are working in the office. And you need like a secondary monitor and a display to go with it. I found myself working mostly in a tablet mode, which means like I can draw directly on the screen, on a flat surface, or if I want to, I can prop it up too. The touch gestures were also really great. I found there was a lot of freedom and it was very intuitive to work directly on the screen. Using the touch gestures, I could rotate the canvas. I could just use shortcut keys, at the touch of a few fingers. So yeah, those were the features I really liked. I usually draw from paper anyway, and then I will scan it, I'll take a photo, and then continue working on my sketches digitally. So with the HP ZBook, I felt there was no need to do that at all. I could draw directly onto the laptop and work from there, make iterations, use basically the freedom that comes with working digitally. As an illustrator or a concept artist, which is what I do, being able to express my ideas in the most precise, accurate way possible is always important to me, which is why having the 4K display, and being able to express the full range of colors or imagination is very important. And I think that any creative who strives for quality, who strives for breaking the limits of technology would really enjoy having the HP ZBook.